while I don't agree with the story that has been brought forth and the circumstances surrounding this, don't get me wrong, you're fucked up.
Oh.
Anyway, so there's a magical man in the clouds.
Dick is what jumped out. What can I say?
Sushi jackknife. 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 Sushi jackknife.
So what were we going to talk about? Were we going to talk about, the thing where you want something.
Yeah.
Whether it be a physical thing.
We were going to talk about your psychological issues as well.
That's right.
This is a new podcast called Justin's Therapy Session, where I allow Justin to talk out whatever issues
I like it.
are plaguing him, and then I tell him, I don't know, lobotomy probably is
By
the only
way,
fix.
welcome back to Sushi Jackknife. We're in the same room.
Yeah.
We're both vaccinated. It was over a year.
Yeah.
I mean, we were in the same room last week.
Who would have?
Your favorite thing sucks. But
Who would have thought that this whole time
I know.
all we needed was a cootie shot? That's what you got, right? You showed up and they circle, dot,
dot. And then it was, I didn't feel anything.
No.
I felt nothing.
Everyone kept talking about how sick they felt.
Yeah.
I felt fine aside from the guy poked me a little bit hard.
I didn't understand having to wait 15 minutes. I thought cootie shots were instantaneous.
No, well, I mean, you have to let the cootie shot kick in.
I guess it's got to get in your system, right? Mm-hmm. Is it a deactivated cootie? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
It's like a dead cootie?
Yeah. The concerning thing is those 15 minutes before the cootie shot kicks in.
When you're in the room.
When you're in the room with other people.
Yeah.
And there were women galore. They had so many cooties. I know they had cooties because...
They're women.
Yeah, they're women.
Oodles of Cooties.
Yeah, oodles of cooties. And so... I'm waiting for my cootie shot to kick in, going... Oh, geez, I hope they don't give me the cooties before my cootie shot.
Wait, do girls get circle, dot, dot, too? Or do they get dot, dot, circle? How does that work?
I don't know.
They only
I'm
tell
not a
you.
doctor, so I can't.
Don't spill water on my table.
I'll spill water if I want.
Here, Gigi can clean it up. Gigi, the new podcast plushie guinea pig. Yeah, she's just drinking the water. Okay, Nathan, that's... Here, let's take a picture of you and Cootie to put on the social media.
This is Cootie.
Gigi. Jesus.
She couldn't be anywhere near me if she was a cootie. I had a shot. Pay attention to the bits we're doing right now.
I'm trying. I'm creating social media, goddammit.
What is this?
I don't know. I'm filming your face. That's what I'm doing. I don't know, Nathan.
Okay, so your issue.
Let's go back to my issue.
Okay.
All right, so you get something you want. Mm-hmm. This happens to me all the time with keyboards. That's why I have so many fucking keyboards.
He has roughly 45,000 keyboards.
I have a lot of keyboards. Not a single towel in this basement, as it turns out, but 45,000 keyboards.
That's okay. We don't need a towel.
I get a keyboard. Yeah, you're doing good.
That's what sleeves are for.
It's chilly today. You wear your jacket.
Mm-hmm.
I get one, and I play with it for a few minutes. I'm excited to get it.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I get the feel for it, I'm like, what am I going to get next? Mm-hmm. And the cycle continues, right?
Yeah.
It also happens with things in life, right? Like, I can't tell you how many times, like forever, like in high school, for years, I always wanted to be in a band, right? Mm-hmm. Big goal.
Yeah.
And then I would get in a band. This is when I was younger. Not now, when I was younger. And I'd be like, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to play by myself.
And then when you started playing by yourself, was that what you wanted?
No. Then I wanted to be in a band. What is this? What is this?
So, you know how there's the thing where everyone wants the unattainable person
to
think that they're hot?
Right.
You just have that with everything in life.
That's what that is?
You get some grass is greener syndrome.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know if that's an official name, but it is now. Copyright.
Grass is... You?
Yeah. I copyrighted that.
Your therapy service?
You get a keyboard.
Grass is greener.
You're like, oh man, that keyboard, that's going to be the one that makes the sound.
Right.
and then you play with it, and you're like, that didn't do it.
Didn't make the sound.
But this one will definitely be it, and it's not.
Yeah, it never is. It never is.
Yep.
Now I've gotten satisfied with a lot of things. Okay, I'm sorry this is so music centric, but it's the easiest thing I can think of.
Right.
So, drum machine. I love my drum machine. Now I think about other drum machines, but I will never sell that one.
So you were willing to commit
Yeah.
to the drum machine.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what's different about that.
You might stray from the drum machine.
I might stray from time to time. I have others.
You're at
I have a
least
few.
you got side piece drum machine.
Yeah, I got some side action. Yeah, but I know that's my main one. Its buttons are great. It's got lots of knobs.
Yeah, but when it gets a little bit older,
Oh yeah, good point. Yeah, I didn't think
maybe
about
the
that.
buttons stick a little bit.
Yeah, maybe they don't fire when I touch
Yeah,
it. Maybe the knobs come off.
yeah.
What am I
I
gonna
mean,
do?
you got to commit to it.
maybe it makes that scratchy noise when I turn certain things.
Yeah,
That's not good. I'm not gonna like that.
that actually is very not good if you have knobs.
Yeah, it's
not-
scratchy knob syndrome.
Yeah, it's not good. No,
Yeah,
it's
so this is just a normal.
yeah. I mean, everyone does it.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone. I mean, you do it more than most people. Don't get me wrong.
That's what I was gonna ask.
Don't get me wrong. You're fucked up. But
That was my question. Am I fucked up? You answered it. Asked and answered. Yeah.
no, I mean everyone does it.
Okay, good.
It's just different levels and different things too.
Well, sure, of course, different things.
I mean, like you don't have that problem in personal relationships.
no, I really don't.
It's just with items.
It's yeah.
There are people who have that with personal relationships. They start
That's-
dating.
Ugh.
They spend I'm trying to think how to describe this so it doesn't get me in trouble at some point with someone. I have an acquaintance
Yes. Yes.
who older than me,
Okay.
no real relationships in life.
They have not had
No.
like steady
Because
dating.
they have a thing where they spend years. Like,
Yeah.
this is the person. I know this is the person that I'm
Right.
supposed to be with.
Right.
And then it happens, and then you're kind of like,
I think it's the buildup, isn't it?
yeah.
That's the problem.
Everyone likes the journey, not the destination
Right.
on these things.
That's right. That's right. Because the buildup is what you get. What you get caught up in.
Right. It's why How I Met Your Mother was a TV show, and not Look, I Met Your Mother. That would be a very different TV show.
Yeah.
It'd just be like, hey, we're married.
End of show.
All right, well,
I mean, those shows exist too.
yeah, that's Everybody Loves Raymond. So, How I Met Your Mother is a hit because it captures the journey.
Right. Of course.
Was a hit. It's very old.
Yeah, I guess that's not really a current thing anymore, is it?
Although this has nothing to do with anything we're talking about aside from How I Met Your Mother.
Okay.
I saw that Hulu is bringing a spinoff called How I Met Your Father.
Fuck me.
So we are at the bottom of the barrel of ideas. If anyone has any ideas for a TV show,
NBC is looking.
literally anyone will take them. Just walk up to anybody who lives in LA and go, I have a TV idea, and they'll go, fine.
Great. 'Cause
We have 4,000 streaming networks. We need any idea. What do you have? Reboot of RoboCop called Dr. RoboCop. He works in a hospital.
Ooh.
Fantastic. Let's do it.
You know, that was right off the dome. I actually,
It's a fantastic idea.
there's something to that. Dr. RoboCop MD.
You can actually do that with every
Yeah, you can.
80s TV show. Dr. A-Team,
Dr. Doogie Howser doesn't work because he's already a doctor.
but he's an extra doctor.
He goes back to school.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Realizes that
That's when he's the chief of medicine. That Dr. A-Team, that's...
I like that.
That's an interesting
That's an interesting one.
B.A. Baracus is the person who gives you like your pain medication and stuff, but with an attitude.
Of course.
Howling Mad Murdoch, you just don't want him. in there.
I gotta be honest, I'm not crazy familiar with the A-Team.
Oh, man.
I mean, I watched
you missed out.
I watched it some. I definitely watched it.
That was a TV land go-to for me as a kid.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. So you have... Let me give you the rundown.
Please. I know Mr. T's in it. That's
Okay,
my
Mr.
thing.
T is B.A. Baracus.
Oh, yeah, he's B.A. Baracus, okay.
B.A. stands for bad attitude. Because it's the 80s, and they can't say anything more offensive than attitude.
Sure.
Howling Mad Murdoch, he was a pilot in the war with them.
Okay.
But he went crazy.
He's mad.
Exactly. But is he actually, or is it all an act? We'll never know. He's the wild card.
Gotcha.
We have Templeton Peck, Face.
Literally never heard that name before.
Well, he goes by Face.
He goes by Face.
Because he's the face of the organization.
Ah.
He's the attractive young man that they send in to talk to the ladies.
Gotcha.
He's doinking someone every episode, if you catch my drift. They'll show it.
But it's implied.
But
So he's got the commitment issues.
he's doing it, yeah. And then there's their leader. I'm blanking on his name.
Really?
Yeah. But he smokes a cigar and says, I love it when a plan comes together the whole time. That's his entire role.
Oh, that's where that
Yeah, that's the
quote comes
entire
from?
thing.
Is that where that quote comes from?
Yeah.
I love when a plan comes together. That's a great quote.
And then there was a woman that was a part of the A-Team for roughly 3 episodes. And then they went, wait, it's the 80s. We don't have to let women in here. And they kicked her out.
Plus Cooties.
Yeah, Cooties. B.A. Baracus is afraid of needles and flying, and so he couldn't get a cootie shot or fly.
Is he really afraid of flying in the show?
He is. That's a major plot point.
I guess it would be.
Howling Mad Murdoch spends a lot of time secretly drugging him to get him on airplanes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wish I had a Howling Mad Murdoch.
It's a laugh riot. Anyway, so there's a lot of roofieing of him. And, man, they have a good time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sounds solid to me.
They're wanted for crimes they didn't commit. It all explains it in the intro. Just watch one episode. You'll have the whole rundown.
I'll get the idea.
You'll get it.
It's like G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
You really only need to watch one.
Yeah, exactly.
You got it.
That's the entire thing.
I've been catching on antenna TV down here.
Oh, boy.
Which has taken some effort to be able to tune in.
Yeah, I didn't know you could get antenna TV about 30 miles below the Earth's surface. That's interesting.
Again, it has taken... I've done research, okay? So I can get Quantum Leap most nights. And boy, what an awkward television show.
What is Quantum Leap on?
Oh, it's on this... I think it's called Comet. It's my favorite channel. The channel's called Comet.
Okay.
They play that. They change it up. They play that. They play the X-Files.
Oh, man.
They play... I think... No, it's Heroes and Icons is the one that plays Star Trek. That's a different channel. But yeah, no, Quantum Leap. I think they play Monk. No, that's Heroes and Icons too. Damn.
What
else do they play? Is it just Quantum Leap?
What? How many seasons of Quantum Leap were there?
That's a good question. That's a Google real quick.
Let's
find out.
They're just looping the same 5 seasons of this TV show over and over.
Well, yeah. There's some interesting ones.
Yeah.
There was one where you could never do this show today.
Oh, none of the shows from that era you can do today.
They did 97 episodes of Quantum Leap, 5 seasons.
Going back to the A-Team as a TV show you couldn't do today. A major part of the show revolved around costuming.
Costuming?
Yeah, there was a lot of costuming as disguises. And I know that there was at least one that was an Indian chief. And it...
Yeah.
Not just the fact that it was a white guy doing this, but the portrayal.
Not great.
Not great. Slightly problematic.
That kind of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, me do this. You know, that sort of thing where you're like, I mean, everyone speaks in complete sentences, weirdos.
Yeah, exactly.
That's never been a thing.
Unless you're the Hulk.
Yeah, the Hulk is the only one who's allowed to talk that way without being offensive.
Yeah, there's no green people.
If you are doing an impression of the Hulk or cavemen,
Caveman works.
Hulk or caveman,
Yeah.
you can use broken English. Any other time,
Correct.
don't do it.
You ever notice how cavemen are always portrayed as Caucasian?
Well, that's true.
Just saying.
Well,
Stopped you in your tracks, didn't I?
I'm
It just occurred to me.
In-
I've never seen.
in the Pangea continent.
Yeah. Uh huh.
What skin tone would have been the most predominant?
I mean, it depends on the climate you live in. So, what was the climate?
I don't know what Pangea
I don't either.
was.
I
I mean, they
imagine.
froze to death, most of the cavemen, right?
Yeah.
In the Ice Age.
I imagine, because I imagine there was much more temperate climate happening in Pangea. Yeah. Because everything was centralized.
That's true.
When you get to the outskirts, you might get cold. But
This is an interesting question that I'm going to forget about as soon as we're done
wait,
here
were
and
there
not care anymore.
Were there people when Pangea happened?
I don't
know if there were.
I don't know when Pangea broke up.
Okay, well, let's find that out. This is one of those nights.
The thing is, though, if there's not, you know what you're implying.
Yeah, of course.
The evolution happened simultaneously in multiple continents together.
Ah, right. Pangea, or Pangea, was a supercontinent that existed during the late Paleozoic and early Mesozoic eras. It assembled from earlier continental units, approximately
Wait, whoa.
earlier continental units.
Pangea
is not the first
wasn't
thing.
the first?
No.
So all the continents were like, hey, let's team up.
Yeah.
Supercontinent. Let's go to the Miami Heat. Hey, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, we're going to do this. And then LeBron decided to go back. LeBron continent.
LeBron continent, yeah.
Went back to Ohio.
Or it was like the Avengers. Yeah, you could go that
I don't know what
way.
that means.
Yeah.
What's an Avenger?
So 335 million years ago, Pangea becomes a thing. It began to break apart about 175 million years ago. No, we've only been around for
Oh, no, I'm looking this up now.
a couple 100,000 years.
I found a whole question about whether
What the fuck? There was something called Gondwana.
it would be impossible for any species that even slightly classify as humans to exist during the same time as Pangea, because Pangea, the supercontinent, existed 335 million
Yes,
years ago. The first phases of Homo developed less than 2 million years ago.
Right. So not even humans.
And modern humans, Homo sapiens, developed 200,000 years ago.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I wasn't concerned about Homo sapiens. Obviously, Homo sapiens weren't.
No. You're thinking like...
When did God create human beings and also, with his mighty fist, punch Pangea to break it into multiple continents?
Yeah, about 175 million years ago.
Right.
Or Thursday.
Is that when he also chose to murder the dinosaurs?
I think so, yeah. It was a rough couple of days. He really had to...
Man, that first chapter of Genesis has a lot going on with nothing going on in it.
Yeah, it's like 7 sentences of everything happening.
Anyway,
ever.
so then there was Earth?
You know...
Okay.
Those creation stories vary.
Yeah.
Because I seem to remember, maybe it's Egyptians or something, like, about there being like a giant egg in the center of
I like that.
the abyss, and then it hatched or something. I don't know.
You know, it's funny to think about. Creation story-wise, religion-wise.
Sure.
Okay, so you just talked about an egg.
Yeah. Big old egg.
There are a lot of people
Yes, there
who
are.
will hear that story and go, that's a stupid idea. Idiots. Anyway, so there's a magical man in the clouds. He took a rib from the man
That's right.
and created a woman from his rib, and that's why women shouldn't be allowed to talk unless a man gives them permission. Those
Right.
people
Yeah, those people exist.
would think
Yeah.
that the egg idea was the dumbest idea
Yeah.
that ever existed.
Right. No, you're pointing out what needs to be pointed. I don't need to say anything else.
Yeah.
You're pointing out what needs to be pointed out.
It's just it's silly.
It's all very silly.
I'm not saying it's right or wrong on any of them because that's your thing.
It's your interpretation.
Well, this is what I've decided.
Okay.
everyone can have their own religion, their
Sure.
own religious beliefs, whatever.
Yeah, right.
As long as you don't use them for, like, I don't know, like the Holocaust.
Yeah, that's cool.
That was a bad decision.
That was a bad one. Yeah.
If you're going, hey, I love God, so where's the KKK? That's wrong.
Right.
As long as you keep them to yourself, who cares?
Well, so what you have to do...
Who cares?
You just neuter religion. Like, you can believe whatever you want, but just don't let it have any power, is what you're saying.
No, not even
Essentially.
necessarily
Okay.
that.
Okay.
It's more...
Don't let it go the wrong way.
Well, I mean, it's the... Okay, so religion needs to be treated the same way that we talk about treating politics. Not the way we actually treat politics.
Right.
But speak about treating politics, where it's like, hey, just don't talk about it.
Yeah. Don't bring it up. I mean, those are the two things you're not supposed to talk about.
Yeah, but no one
Doesn't talk about them.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
If you have a religion, that's all you talk about.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Sure.
Like, I mean, if you're beyond a certain point, we'll
Right.
say if you're a 7 out of 10 on the religion, that's all you're going to talk about.
Yeah. Everything's going to come back to that.
Whoa. Aren't we going to bless this meal before we have this meal?
I don't know. I didn't think Taco Bell was worth blessing, but...
I've already shoved half a chalupa in my mouth. God won't know what I'm saying. It's a lot of ground beef in there. Yeah, it makes no sense.
No, I agree with you.
People just need to let everyone live their own life.
Yeah, and get off it.
And I don't mean that for people who are like, I'm not directing that at people who are anti-religion.
Yeah.
Or people who are anti-certain religions.
Sure.
I'm directing this at literally everybody about everything on the planet.
This is your dream come true.
Oh man.
Of just everyone just leaving each other the hell alone.
Okay, so this I have a theory that we can't prove, but
Okay, all right.
I will stand by this theory until someone disproves this theory. So there are a lot of governmental systems,
Yes.
and all of them look like they work very well on paper.
Sure. Yeah.
Like every single one of them.
Yeah. No, they sound good.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. On
Yeah.
paper.
Yeah.
In practice, not necessarily.
Correct.
For instance, communism looks great on paper.
Fantastic. It has never worked out so far.
In practice,
Yeah.
people suck.
Right.
People ruin all of the great plans because people suck.
Right.
If everyone was just able to mind their own business
Yeah.
and just take care of themselves, take care of other people if it's needed.
Sure.
Like if you see a person in danger, obviously help them.
Uh-huh.
But your goal in life is not to force what you think on other people.
Sure. So you're
Politically, religiously,
yeah.
anything.
It's kind of a benign self-interest.
It's just a group as a whole interest.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough.
Just making sure everyone is alive and well.
Functioning.
And that's all you need to worry about.
Okay. All right.
You don't need to I don't need to make you believe what I think.
No. Yeah.
If we lived in a world like that,
Yeah.
then any of these government systems would work. In fact, anarchy would work at that point.
Well, yeah.
Because
yeah.
no one is looking out to destroy other people or force other things on other people.
Sure. Now, would you also agree that your idea won't work either because people suck?
Oh no, it won't work.
Okay. Yeah. That's what you were saying.
That's what I'm saying. You can't
Yeah.
prove that or
That it'll
disprove
work.
anything I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Right.
Because it's impossible to get people to stop sucking.
Right. So I think the best we can maybe do is plan on the suckage
Yeah.
and attempt to, even our own suckage, if we could somehow build a system
Yeah.
to keep all the suckage in check.
Yeah, good luck.
It's never going to happen.
No, that's impossible.
But, yeah, see, again, that it all comes back, it all circles back to the same place.
Yeah.
You can't do it.
No, it's not. There is no government system that works with humans.
Right. Because...
Or ever will. Because the first thing that happens if you have a governmental system is the person in charge tries to figure out the loophole in the governmental system.
That's correct.
To get whatever they want to have.
How do I get the thing that... Yes.
I mean, even if you go look at, like, small communes.
Oh, yeah, they never last forever.
They never last forever. And there's always the story of the leader who somehow owns 5 Rolls Royces.
Yeah, and is having sex with everyone.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's people sucking.
Yeah, it is. It's a really good example within a microcosm of people sucking.
Yeah. I mean, it's always an extreme example,
right?
But it's the most direct example because, like, the United States, there are people sucking throughout history,
of course,
that have ruined things.
Yes, sure.
However, it's throughout history, so it's hard to pick just one. You know?
Yeah. No, of course.
I mean, where do we start? Do we start with the Trail of Tears? Do we go all the way back
Definitely
to George Washington? How far back
He also
do we
sucked.
go?
Yeah.
Everyone sucked.
Everyone
Abraham
sucked.
Lincoln sucked.
Well, see,
He sucked less than a lot of them.
yeah.
But people as a
sure.
whole suck.
Right.
And Abraham Lincoln was a person.
We're just, and this comes back to my thing. We're just critters. There's nothing really special about us. We've just evolved to a point where we can think about what we're thinking about.
We've just evolved to the point where we all think we know everything.
Well, some people do.
Yeah.
Some people have real serious doubt and don't think they know anything. And they become followers of the people who think they know everything.
Or they become followers because they think that they now know that person knows everything.
Well, okay, good.
Try to tell me the Trump follower doesn't
no,
think
you're right.
that they know everything.
Yeah, you're right.
The government wants us to wear masks, so we all slowly smother to death. And that wouldn't even be the craziest theory I've heard from them.
No, that has an air of plausibility about it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
anyway, so the government definitely did microchip all of us with our vaccines, and we're all going to die.
Yeah, well, that's how that goes.
Yeah.
Try to have fun while you can. Mm-hmm. That's my thing. Are you looking at the collage?
Inaugural dicks?
Just dick. Just
dick.
one.
Inaugural dick.
We collage.
Is that Nixon?
This week? Well, it could be.
At his inauguration?
Those were just the letters we could come up with because we had all these little bits, a collage.
Who is we?
Me and Tron. We had little bits of paper. Uh-huh. We had an art therapy day. And, really, this only took about, 30 minutes. But, that was the one word we could come up with if we could make with the letters we had was just dick.
Are those the only letters you had?
No, we had more letters, but we couldn't come up with anything.
What else?
Well, I did come up with Earl later.
Yeah, Inaugural Earl.
And see, that would have been better, but at the time, we were just... Dick is what jumped out. What can I say? So, yeah, it could be about Nixon, and there's a mustache under it. Not that Nixon had a mustache, but...
He had a mustache in spirit.
Sure he did.
He has the spirit of a man who had a mustache.
He's got that dirt... What's that guy's name? Dastardly? You got that...
from Rocky and Bullwinkle?
Yeah, or Wacky Racers?
Yeah. Same guy.
Dick Dastardly. Yeah.
It's the same guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that same thing. It's the curly mustache. It's a problem.
You know that at some point during Watergate, Richard Nixon went to go twirl his mustache and went, "Oh, damn it, I didn't grow one yet." How will people know when I'm plotting? Oh, this is a problem.
Do you think he would just put on a false one at night to twirl in his leisure hours?
Yeah. That's the tape that they didn't share of the Oval Office tapes because the people listening to it went, "Oh, this is just too embarrassing.
This is so very strange."
As a country, we can't let this get out.
Obama read books. Mm-hmm. Trump watched Twitter/TV.
Yeah. Richard Nixon twirled his fake mustache.
I imagine Joe Biden right now is just, soaking his feet.
He's watching Matlock.
Oh man, don't you think?
Yeah, that's all he does.
That's all he wanted to be in life.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. Bush, he spent all his time painting dogs.
Yeah, that's right.
You're not telling me that he got that good at painting dogs after he was done being president.
No, it was there.
During the Iraq War,
he was painting.
They were like, "Sir, we need you in the Situation Room immediately." And he went, "Hold on. I got a sheltie I'm working on right here. I'm not ready for this yet."
How many dogs were killed and temporarily frozen so that he could paint them?
Oh, many.
Many. I think the Michael Vick thing was secretly connected.
You know I can't paint a picture of a picture. I need the actual dog here, and I need them to hold still the whole time.
So there's nothing else we can do, sir.
Sir, it's September 12th, 2001. We really cannot be focusing on that right now.
I want a Doberman, goddammit.
And then
right now.
In their leisure hours, Kennedy and Clinton just, getting it.
Yeah. It just I think the term is slang. Slang.
Yeah. In a
stuff.
Pretty abusive way.
100%.
Oh man, so I watched a whole documentary about the whole Monica Lewinsky thing with Clinton.
Oh really? Is it a recent documentary? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, last year or two.
Oh, okay.
The only person in that whole situation that I don't think was a bad person was Monica Lewinsky.
She was... What was her... was she just trying to... excuse the phrase, get ahead?
No.
Okay. What was she doing? She liked him.
She liked him.
She loved him.
Yeah.
She had the hots.
It was, in her mind, an actual relationship. And in his mind, it sounds like it was an actual relationship, but also a relationship that he was willing to use his power to hide from people.
Of course.
And then, so she's having a rough time with this because she's like, oh man, I really love him, but I don't think, we can do anything ever. And told who she thought was her work confidant.
Oh no.
Who then went and reported this to the FBI and then wore a wire to get recordings of her talking about this so they could go after Clinton.
Oh, who was that?
Linda Tripp.
That's right. I couldn't remember her name.
Everyone in the situation, the entire West Wing.
Yeah.
Linda Tripp, everyone besides Monica Lewinsky sucked.
It sounds like.
And Monica Lewinsky has just had to deal with it. Imagine on top of the fact that you're having an affair.
Right. And
which I'm sure there's a level of guilt. Even though you love him, there's a level of guilt there.
Of course.
On top of that, it comes out. And she somehow becomes the punchline in America.
Yeah. No, it's not great.
Oh boy.
She got the short end. She got the short end for sure. And she really did, because I mean, I don't even think that's the first thing people think of when they think of Bill Clinton now.
Oh no, not even close.
There was a period of time,
like a 3-year period.
Yeah, where that's what
I mean. The Republicans don't even think of that.
They don't even pounce on. Now they're thinking about what is it? Eating babies.
Yeah, they think
sex ring. Yeah,
they think that he's a part of a. Well, they probably think of Epstein now.
Right, that's right.
But they don't want to say it out loud because glass houses. Donald Trump went to that island, so we all know he was there a couple times.
Oh God!
But he cut off his friendship with Jeffrey Epstein because that is inappropriate. Anyway, enough of those lies. So she somehow became the punchline. Like everyone was, I don't know if you remember.
Oh, I remember.
Everyone not only was talking about the affair, but it's just like, hey, she's a fatty.
Oh yeah,
like that was a huge thing back then.
I do remember that.
And I remember as a child, going, she doesn't look that fat to me.
Yeah.
What?
So like, it would have been better if she had been skinny as a rail?
If she was smoking then no one cared.
No one cared.
She was a normal human being.
Yeah, she looked like a regular young lady.
And it's irrelevant in the entire situation.
Of course it's irrelevant. You know what that all is? That's just the old patriarchy coming back.
Well, that's true.
That's all that is.
Yeah.
Because, how is it that the guy with all the power, everyone forgets about it after a little while?
Yeah.
Like you're saying.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, he did have to go through a whole thing over it, but...
the whole thing was stupid.
Of course it was.
We can agree that outside of the fact that it's just gross.
It's
and
gross.
What he was doing was incredibly wrong.
Oh, yeah.
It's not an impeachable offense.
No. He completely took advantage of her.
Yeah.
He was an asshole.
Yeah.
But...
every other president has also been an asshole.
Oh, my God. So much.
I don't think any single person who has been a president... I think Joe Biden, there's probably a good amount of asshole in there.
Oh, fuck. Absolutely.
You don't get to be the president by being nice guy.
No, I don't think you do at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I don't think you do.
It's impossible.
Yeah. Well,
You have to... I don't know if you've seen House of Cards.
I haven't.
You have to be willing to murder political opponents and step on people to make it to the White House. And then your show kind of gets canceled because you raped someone.
Yeah.
Good job, Kevin Spacey. I know that last season isn't how that show was supposed to end, and you ruined it.
And that's the real problem here. He's a mustache twirler.
Oh, man, he is such a mustache twirler.
Mustache twirler.
The balls on him.
Oh, yeah.
Because...
the massive cojones.
yeah, so... lots of people have gotten nailed.
Yeah.
For inappropriate behavior.
Oh, tons.
And his is towards the top of most inappropriate.
Yes. Indeed.
And instead of doing the faux apology thing.
Right.
So, this is my impression of a person who just got Me Too'd.
Okay.
While I don't agree with the story that has been brought forth and the circumstances surrounding this, I respect all women's ability to come forward with any time that they feel that there's been an inappropriate situation. I do not agree with the circumstances in this story. However, I do feel that, given the circumstances, I should be stepping back and reflecting. This is a time for me to grow as a person and to listen, not to speak. Okay. So that's the correct Me Too response that everyone then goes, yeah, no one believes that. Stop it. Okay.
But you have to do it.
Right. You have to do something.
It's important that you do that.
I mean, that's the best case scenario.
Of course. Of course.
Your response.
So, wait, are you waiting to get Me Too'd? Because that was pretty on point.
Oh, I've just heard 8 billion.
All right.
They all say the same thing.
They do. That's true.
Like, no one has had a unique Me Too apology.
No.
Aside from Mario Batali, who said that and then also went, also, here's a recipe for cinnamon rolls.
But my meatballs are amazing.
The ball's on him, too, but that's not who we're talking about. Kevin Spacey.
Wait, was it dudes with Batali? I never heard what Batali was.
It was women.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Real gropey.
Oh, boy, he looks like a groper.
Yeah, it was not a surprise.
Ew.
I was surprised. So
his food was always gropey too.
Yeah.
Get your noodles off of me.
So I saw on Twitter the rumors that a chef was about to go down.
And you went.
I'm gonna be honest. My first thought was, well, Bobby Flay's done. And I don't know why I assumed it was Bobby Flay. Aside from just the look on his face.
The look on Bobby Flay is a touchy-feely look, right? Like, he looks like he would touch people.
Well, he looks like bare minimum. He's going to yell at all of his female assistants.
Oh, yeah.
And call them sexist names.
Absolutely.
So, anyway.
I mean, my mind goes Emerald. Emerald has fallen from popularity. But, you know, he's got a gropey look about him. They all do.
Yeah,
what is it about chefs?
I don't know.
Chefs?
Have you ever thought about how weird it is that it's such a boys' club being
Chefs.
a chef
It's
in a
real
kitchen.
weird. Yeah.
And they're all super sexist.
Yeah.
But the one thing that they can't agree with most sexist is that women belong in the kitchen.
Right. Super strange.
Like they believe in every other sexist trope,
Yeah.
except that women belong in the kitchen. And then
Right.
they're like, polar opposite of that.
Yeah.
Keep them out. This is my domain.
They're not good enough.
I will saute and flambe, and they're not allowed in here.
Well, to be honest, it's like directors,
Mm-hmm.
Big Time Boys Club. It's like, artists.
Yeah.
Like painters to a big extent. It's, I don't know. I don't know what that is. But
I'm just saying that the women should all band together and just bring up that logical reasoning. To
yeah,
people.
for sure.
Hey, sexist guy.
The fuck?
I thought women belonged in the kitchen.
So
Isn't that what you guys always say? You get out. I got cooking to do. This is my restaurant now. You go run a hedge fund or something. Anyway, back to Kevin Spacey. So Kevin Spacey did not give the half-hearted apology.
right.
Kevin Spacey just went, "No, that didn't happen." And then people went,
Come on, dude.
"Yeah, no, it definitely did happen.
Yeah.
We have a lot of people saying it happened." Nah, it didn't happen. And then he started delivering monologues places about this character that this happened to, and how it's not true, and everyone's just trying to take him down.
He made it into like an acting thing.
Yeah. And everyone went, "We do not appreciate this."
I was unaware of that.
Yeah, it's bad. All of it was
boy.
very bad. Anyway, so his career's over. So is Batali's.
Big time. No more.
Let's see, who else do we need to get rid of?
There's a few more, at least.
Who's bounced back? Has anyone really bounced back?
Louis is starting to bounce back.
Is he coming back
little
good?
I don't
Like
know.
big?
He's he's talking about it.
I mean, I know he's done stand-up. but-
Yeah, he's talking about it. You know who bounced back? Which I think his was pretty mild. Was what's the Indian guy comedian?
Oh, Aziz Ansari?
Aziz,
Well,
yeah.
his was a weird one.
Yeah,
His was a gray area.
yeah. I remember us talking about it. Actually,
He's
yeah.
the bottom of the...
Yeah, is he Indian or did I just
No, he's in... Well,
I just-
he's
Heritage.
Carolinian.
right? He's from the Carolinas.
His parents are of Indian heritage.
Okay, that's what
yes.
I'm trying to say.
Yes.
Oh boy, caught in my own snare.
So, Justin's out of job now.
I'm gonna have to apologize.
Do you want to rewind so you can hear my...
yeah, I'm just gonna snippet it out, and I'm gonna get the lip flap just right. I'm just gonna play it back.
Yeah, and I mean, if you need to substitute
Yeah, I will.
things in there to show that you're apologizing for race, not sexism.
I mean, I might as well just tack that on.
Yeah.
It's coming.
everything.
It's all coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just a matter of time till I get caught.
Yeah,
A few plants that I abused.
yeah, but they can't speak, so you're fine.
Good thing.
Yeah, I don't think Louis is coming back.
I think he'll come back in some way.
Oh, he'll come back in some way, but
Yeah.
not
to the height that he was. No.
Chris D'Elia tried to come back.
Oh boy, he didn't need.
I think he's doing a podcast again.
Oh, cool.
But I just thought this was really funny because number one, he's not very good.
No,
at anything
no,
he
no,
does.
no, no. No one needed him around in the first place.
Right.
Yeah.
Number two, what he did, if it's true, very bad.
Yeah.
17-year-olds,
Yeah, boy.
not for you, old man.
Oh boy.
Get out of here. So
Yeah.
so anyway, he went away for a while.
Yeah.
And then he came back. And then immediately there was another accusation.
Oh.
It was just like someone was sitting there going, "Oh, damn, I missed the deadline."
Wait, here he is. He's back. He's back. Pounce on it.
Oh, I've been waiting this whole time.
Ryan Adams not coming back.
No, and he shouldn't. Man,
No.
that is a
Good
whole...
boy.
Oh, that one hurt me.
That one hurt you?
Yeah, I like Ryan Adams.
Well, some of
Music.
It's good. Some of it's good.
Yeah. Not as a human now.
No. A lot of them were very young,
Yeah. Oh, man.
and he was grooming them kind of.
And there's many stories. Phoebe Bridgers.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I don't, and there's no reason for Phoebe Bridgers to lie.
No.
She doesn't need to lie.
No.
She doesn't need to make up anything, exaggerate anything.
No.
So anyone
She's doing great on her own.
Yeah, so anyone who thinks it's like a publicity grab, shut up.
Nah, shut up. She's great.
She's more famous than he ever was. At
Yeah,
this
well,
point.
yeah.
Oh man, that one I didn't like.
Yeah.
Jesse from Brand New, the lead singer from Brand New.
Yeah, that's right.
I didn't like that one.
Well, no, that's a good band.
Yeah.
Really good band.
I mean, I didn't like any of them
Well, no, because
people are gross, and I don't like gross people.
Yeah, it sucks to hear that. It sucks to hear that people are gross.
Mm-hmm. But the ones that like really, I'm like, oh come on.
Garrison Keillor hurt me a little, to be honest. Could have seen it coming a mile away. But I used to get a soothing thing from hearing his voice on the radio.
He was not a soothing man.
No, that changed. No. That changed. But
not for everyone.
He'll probably die, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Without getting the chance for a comeback.
He's
not going to get a chance for a comeback.
I mean, his show's dead now.
Yeah. Did they kill it completely?
Well, they changed.
I know they changed it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it got canceled.
It got canceled? Oh, yeah, it did get canceled.
Because it was not, no one listened to it.
Yeah, I went and saw it.
When you have Prairie Home Companion and then it changes to whatever the crap it was called, and then COVID happens and you can't have live shows anymore.
That's true. That is true.
No one cares. It's gone.
Well, there you go. I went to see it. Enjoyed it.
Yeah.
At the Ryman. It was great. Me and Roy went. It was fun. I never saw the old one live. I've listened to it.
I didn't care. It just didn't.
Well, no, I mean, it was.
Does it remind you of your home?
Well, no, I'm not from there.
I know you're not from Lake Wobegon because it's not a real place, Justin.
But it all felt very Midwest, and I'm not from the Midwest.
Okay.
You are.
I haven't listened to it enough to get a vibe of it because I listened to it one time and went, "This sucks."
My Garrison Keillor was less Prairie Home Companion, more when he would come on at like noon every day and read a poem. That's what I liked.
What poem?
Lots of different ones.
But like what type?
All kinds of stuff. He would read all sorts of stuff.
Like sad Irish poems?
I mean, sometimes. Modern stuff.
He seems like he'd like a sad Irish poem.
He published a couple
sad Irish poems.
Well, no, he curated some collections
of sad Irish poems.
Yeah, well, they're called Good Poems. There's one called Good, and then there's one called Sad Irish Poems.
Oh, cool, cool.
It's 7 volumes. Yeah.
They're all the same poem. It's just printed over. And
Correct.
over.
Yeah, they're very long.
Yeah,
that's one thing I can't stand.
Is long Irish poems.
Just long poems in general, but yeah. I like poems.
Uh-huh.
But I like them to get over with.
Yeah.
Just saying. Poets, cut it down.
Yeah.
One's...
What's the length? What's the length cutoff?
2 pages.
2 pages you can do?
2 pages I can do. And poetry books are usually small pages, so maybe like 4. Okay. That's it. That is. And
you have a longer tolerance for poems than I do.
Well, I've read a lot of poems.
I know, but I just once it gets to a certain point, you're like, okay, let's get to the general idea here.
But the idea of like an epic poem.
Oh, epic poem.
No, that went the way of the dinosaurs, my friend.
We have TV now. No one needs an epic poem. Get out of here. Get out of here with that garbage.
I mean, this is what happens to certain art forms.
Yeah. It's outdated.
Something else comes along.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
epic poems, man, they were hot back in the day.
It was the HBO.
Oh, man.
Of the HBO's been good a lot. So it's like HBO at the height of its power.
Yeah. That's like Sopranos era HBO.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if anyone were to publish an epic poem now...
I mean, it probably happens.
You know what happens with that book?
It goes right to McKay's.
It doesn't even go to McKay's because they don't want it. It's self-published and it does not get purchased off Amazon.
Right.
The only place that will sell that book.
Printed on demand. And they never... It's sitting on a computer somewhere, waiting.
There's probably one really great epic poem in the country.
Oh, I'm sure there is.
One phenomenal epic poem that would change the hearts and minds of everyone. It's the one thing that would unite this country.
4,000 stanzas. But no one's ever going to
No one's ever going to read it. And we're fucked.
We're fucked. We're fucked.
That's the one solution. This epic
that's
poem,
right.
if people were to read it, like if we took this to Minneapolis, all of a sudden, the police officers would be out trying to hug everyone.
Right.
And the people they're hugging would not be running from them because they'd be like, we understand each other now.
Yeah.
There's an understanding of our humanity.
I can
here.
read your feelings.
I'm sorry for the things that your community has gone through. I'm sorry for the things your community has gone through.
Thank you.
We all understand each other.
Yeah. We're all in this together.
Let's just get rid of the Republican and Democratic tickets. Let's just all vote for people. Let's do that.
Let's vote.
And all of a sudden, we destroy the nuclear weapons that we have.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Our money, instead of going to the military, would go to education.
Healthcare.
Oh, man. Everyone would be doing great. But the solution is in an epic poem.
It's hidden deep. Deep.
It's on page 210 of the epic poem. Yeah. That's the magic point.
That's right. And the stanza is broken up, so part of it's on page 211.
Mm-hmm. So no
one's ever going to read it.
Even the person that writer paid on Fiverr to edit the poem. Like they paid this guy $20 just to read through it one time.
Right.
That guy didn't read through it.
No. He went 35% the way through and said,
what he did is he popped that into Word, ran a spell check, and went, yeah, it's fine.
Great. Ignored all the grammar suggestions.
Give me my $20. I'm going to Taco Bell. And that's why.
What about the person who wrote it?
That's why racism exists.
The person who wrote,
he's the only one who isn't racist, like truly isn't racist in the country.
It's a guy, though. Yeah, it's a guy.
Yeah. A woman wouldn't. No one else would spend their time writing a worthless epic poem.
That's right. And think and know in their heart how important it was.
Who else would have the bravado to write a dead medium that no one cares about, thinking they were doing important work?
Then
only an entitled white guy.
That's right. No, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
No one else would have. Well, you said bravado.
Yeah.
That's the word.
Yeah.
No one else would have the confidence to be like, this is important.
People need to hear what I have to say about this issue. And there's no other way for me to express this than 10,000 stanzas
in an ABBA rhyme scheme.
It's an allegory. It's the only human being that would do that is a white man.
You're right. You're right. It explains a lot about my life, actually.
Are you down here knocking out epic poems on a nightly basis?
No, I'm knocking out other shit, but it's it's equally as inconsequential. Yeah. This circles back around to the grass is greener problem, I think. Just to, maybe that's it. Maybe there's too much leisure, Maybe we got too much time to think now.
Maybe.
We've reached we're too busy. Right? Like
no.
We're not too busy?
No, I don't think we're too busy.
You don't think we're too busy?
So, okay. Here's how we're going to get back into this.
Okay.
Here.
All right, good.
This is a much bigger problem now than it used to be. And here are reasons.
Okay, good. One.
Let's go back to the Greatest Generation.
Right.
Do you know what they did for fun?
Danced?
Nothing. There was no fun. There was no time for fun.
Yeah. Right.
When they got time for fun, it was 1 hour a week. And they would spend it pulling up a chair to their radio or, God willing, their 4,000-pound black and white TV that was only 14 inches somehow, despite the fact that it was bigger than any piece of furniture you currently own.
Right.
That they had no time for fun. They had no energy for fun.
They just had to go to bed.
We're spoiled.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like the further we go,
I'm spoiled. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
yeah.
You are spoiled.
I am.
I'm spoiled. We're all spoiled. And it's getting worse generationally because we have more things that do more things for us.
Sure.
So no one has to do anything anymore. Now you got YouTube influencers. That's a job.
Yeah, that's a one. That's a one. I mean, how many people really do that as their only gig?
A lot of people.
Yeah.
I mean, not that make a solid living.
They make part of their living, at least.
But there are people who make millions.
That's wild.
Yeah. And all they're doing is ranting into a video camera or talking about things in a video camera or playing pranks on their friends.
Where did you and I go wrong?
We didn't get a video camera.
Yeah, you're right. We just stuck to the
That was the problem.
That was the problem. We didn't get a camera. Yeah. We did half of it.
We could be like Jake Paul.
Don't know who that is.
He's a YouTuber.
Okay.
He's the only one I know. No,
Okay.
there are two because his brother also does it.
Oh, okay.
They're shitty people. We could be.
They suck?
Oh yeah, real bad.
Yeah.
We could be shitty people like them. If only we had bought a video camera.
Instead of microphones.
Yeah.
We opted for good audio.
Yeah, you went into audio instead of video, and
That's where we fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, that's a reflective moment.
Yeah. I guess we could both go into boxing. That's what the Pauls did.
They're boxers now?
Yeah, they box and do YouTube.
That's weird.
Now.
That's weird.
Imagine that you make millions of dollars doing a stupid, meaningless thing that you shouldn't be able to make any money doing.
Okay, I'm imagining it.
Okay. And you're like, oh man, I made a bunch of money. What do I do now? I know. What if I let people punch me in the face? And that is your dream.
Cool. I mean, I could think of other things I'd rather
No,
do.
that's it.
No?
You make $1 million billion doing something stupid.
$1 million billion?
$1 million billion. And then you go, hey, how much would a person punch me? If I got in the boxing ring. That sounds good. I could do that. Let's do it.
What I love about this show in particular is that I feel like we see some kind of truth.
Yeah.
And rather than try to convince anyone that they should listen to us.
No, they shouldn't.
They shouldn't. We just roll around in our shared knowledge of this truth. But it does us no good.
Yeah.
We're just biding our time.
Well, that's human nature.
Again, with the human nature?
Yeah, human nature.
Okay.
I mean, even if we know something, what good does it do?
Well, I mean, I think that's a further realization, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you and I are
so
we're on the mountaintop as well.
Man, we're getting real deep here.
I don't know if I care for it.
No, it's going to happen.
Let's proceed.
So let's say you had the secret of the universe.
Okay.
So okay.
Which I don't really believe exists, by the way.
Well,
anyway, continue. Let's say
let's drop the secret of the universe.
Okay.
Meaning of life.
Fine.
Okay.
Okay.
You believe there's a meaning to life.
Do I really?
Somewhat.
Do I really believe that?
Somewhat.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Okay, everyone does. That's not... So, going back to... We've talked about this briefly before.
Okay.
The idea of absurdism.
Oh, yeah, I do like the absurdism thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, the goal to any human life is to find the meaning.
Right.
So, your choices are you believe in a God.
Yeah.
Which is an absurd idea.
Sure.
Or you spend your life trying to find a meaning for your life, thus giving yourself a meaning for your life.
Because you're looking for a meaning.
You're finding a meaning that doesn't exist because you're finding the meaning. It's a circular thing.
I like it.
Which is absurd. It's
all
absurd.
It's all absurd.
Okay.
No, I like this. And and that kind of ties into my Taoism kick too.
So
it all goes together.
But let's say you do find the meaning of life.
Okay.
You figure out what we all exist for.
Okay.
It doesn't matter Because you can tell everyone.
All right.
And no one's going to go, yeah, that's the meaning of life. Like, some people might go, that's a good thought.
They're going to niggle.
Yeah, because everyone is looking for their own meaning of life.
Right. Okay, so even if I have all the answers,
it doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter because everyone's just going to pick apart what I said.
Exactly.
Like, we had a Jesus,
Yeah.
and Jesus was like, I got it,
Yeah.
y'all. I got it figured out.
And 12 dudes were like, yes.
Yeah.
And everyone else was like...
kind of. They
Yeah.
they had their moments where they were on
12
the fence.
dudes were like, yeah.
Mostly.
Wait a second.
Wait. Okay, you got me again. You got me.
Like all the time?
Yeah,
Or
all the
just,
time.
okay.
Yeah, all the time. All the time.
And then everyone else was like, let's kill that guy.
Yeah. That's how it goes.
Good Friday to us all.
Sushi Jackknife.
Sushi Jackknife.
Go read the book Illusions by Richard Bach.
Yeah.
It's along these themes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Or Put Me in the Zoo by Dr. Seuss.
Haven't heard that one.
It may not actually be Dr. Seuss, but it's from his publishing.
Put Me in the Zoo.
Yeah, it's an animal that wants to be in the zoo.
Okay.
But, he's not. They won't let him in.
Okay, good night.
I just wanted to recommend a book, too. That's all I wanted.
Fine. You got what you wanted. Jesus.